Do you think that cardio is the secret weapon for fat loss? Think again. These 3 common mistakes are sabotaging your progress, and most people don't even realize it. Watch until the end to discover how to do cardio the right way and to achieve the results that you are looking for. So, the first mistake that most people make when it comes to cardio is doing only steady state cardio. What is steady state cardio? Steady state cardio is doing cardio that is keeping your heart rate at a steady rate, meaning they're not including other states of cardio like walking, jogging, running, sprinting, etc. into their program, but rather they're only focusing on one set of cardio like jogging and not including other states. This is a problem because your body is the smartest creation and invention on this planet. So what do you think your body does when you've included one set of cardio into your program for a long period of time? It adapts and it learns what it needs to do in order to achieve this steady state. So, over-reliance on steady state cardio like jogging burns fewer calories over time as your body adapts, leading to a plateau. So like I mentioned, your body adapts to the cardio that you have set for yourself. And as it becomes better at the cardio that you choose, for example, jogging, it will become more efficient because this is what our body does. It becomes efficient at the things that we do. That's why we get better and faster at things that we do over time. So what do you need to do about this? Well, the best thing to do is to switch up your cardio. What I like to do and what I've recently included in my program is focusing on HIIT style cardio. For example, sprinting. I recently included sprinting into my program, but also getting in my steps in. I don't really focus on running on the treadmill, elliptical, etc., but rather having one steady state cardio like walking and then one HIIT style training style of cardio like sprinting. This allows my body never to really know what's going on. It's like surprising and shocking your muscles. All of a sudden, you're just walking along and then your body just thinks, okay, I'm just going to be walking to be, getting my steps in, etc. Then all of a sudden, boom, you hit it with a nice sprint and your body's like, oh shit, time to pump out more energy. Also, steady state cardio often neglects muscle preservation, which can result in losing muscle mass alongside fat. So when you look at steady state cardio athletes like long distance runners versus athletes like sprinters, what do you notice? Steady state cardio eventually, once you burn off your fat, has to tap into your muscles for energy because most people don't have their nutrition right. So what does a long distance runner look like? They look very thin because they are very light, because most of the energy is being consumed by the muscle mass. When your body doesn't have fat to tap into, and when you're not being fed the proper way to burn off energy, food, and nutrition, it'll tap into muscles. And your body will start eating your muscles, so you'll eventually have this very thin-like physique. But when you focus on non-steady state cardio, everybody thinks, oh, I'm just gonna run for an hour and I'll lose all the fat. No, remember, calories, being in a calorie deficit burns and helps you lose fat, not hours of cardio. So, what do you need to do about this? Well, the most important thing is be in a fat burning state. What's a fat burning state? When your heart rate is around 125 to around no more than 135, because then you aren't going into cardio training, which is your heart is pumping super fast, but rather you're in low state fat burning. Why is this important? This is important because your body doesn't require more nutrients and more calories because you're not burning as many from the who knows how many calories you're burning on a 15 kilometer run. I don't do those things. And then most people don't provide themselves with enough nutrition after they've adapted this, and then they end up looking like a stick. And since you're watching this, of course, yes, you want to lose fat, but you also don't want to be looking skinny fat or like this. You want to have a nice, lean, big, masculine, manly physique, not looking like a little broomstick. Number 2, the worst cardio mistakes everyone makes for fat loss is prioritizing cardio over strength training. So, strength training boosts your metabolism through muscle building, which leads to more calories burned at rest. So if you ask yourself, what burns more calories? Your organs working out throughout the day, or you running 30 minutes on a treadmill? Most people would say the treadmill. But the more muscle you have, and especially even if you don't have any muscle to start out with, your organs have a set amount of energy that they need to keep you functioning and running. So what does this mean? This means that your body naturally will always burn energy or calories. And this is a very good sign for you and for people trying to lose fat, because they can focus on prioritizing building more muscle, which requires more energy expenditure throughout the day to feed them, etc. So the more muscle you build, the more your body will burn fat without you having to even do anything. So you're going to be able to, this doesn't mean you can order pizzas every single day, but you're going to be able to allow yourself to eat a little bit more without having to worry about gaining a little bit more fat, because now you're not burning at rest 1,400 calories throughout the day, but rather you're burning 1,800 calories. So you're allowed to a little bit, consume some more ice cream once in a while. And point number 2, cardio alone doesn't shape your body, whereas strength training sculpts and defines your physique. Most people and your average person, if you ask them, oh, if I just lost all my fat, I would look like Superman. This isn't true, because most people, your average American or your average Canadian, is just skeleton, little bit of skeletal muscle, and then mostly fat. So even if they lost all their fat, which is, good for some people's goals, they would end up still looking like a skinny fat stick. Why? Because they didn't prioritize strength training. They didn't prioritize building muscle in order to give them that physique that most people go after, which is lean, muscular, not Arnold Schwarzenegger or some other crazy bodybuilder like Chris Bumstead, but rather just a healthy, very precise, sculpted, lean body when they look at themselves in the mirror. So if you don't want to be, I wish I had a picture to show you guys, but if you don't want to be looking like skinny with a little, and then skinny again, but rather you look a nice Dorito masculine man, you need to focus on prioritizing building muscle, because once you get rid of all that fat, you're going to actually have something to look forward to when you lose that fat, not just your bones. Not saying bones are bad, bones are important. And point number 3, the worst cardio mistake everyone makes for fat loss, which is ignoring nutrition while doing excess cardio. This is pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to go in a little bit more detail to explain to some of you that might not understand about this. Overdoing cardio can increase hunger, leading to overeating and neglecting your calorie deficit. It's very important to do cardio while you're bulking and also while you're cutting. Bulking, it's important because a lot of people can't get in the calories that they need. So to spark their appetite, they do cardio in order to be able to eat more food later on. But also, why people do cardio is to lose fat. But same goes in reverse. If you're doing cardio while losing fat, while being in a calorie deficit, yes, you may have burned an extra 300 calories, but you have to still remain in that calorie deficit, because burning that extra 300 calories is also going to spark your appetite, and you will want to eat more food because you're naturally going to be more hungry because you naturally expended more energy. So you have to stay on top of your nutrition. You have to make sure you control your hunger, and burning 300 calories on the whatever you're doing, Stairmaster or treadmill walking for, I don't know, an hour, does not give you the right to eat an extra 300 calories. And especially if you're not tracking your calories, most people can eat 3, 4, 5, 6 extra 100 calories, and then they wonder and they sit in there, look at themselves, man, I'm just not meant to lose weight. You are. You're just doing it incorrectly. And also, without proper protein intake, excess cardio can cause muscle breakdown, hindering fat loss progress. So like I mentioned earlier, your body requires energy. And if you don't feed it with the proper energy to support your muscles, and then also to provide you energy, like carbohydrates that I don't know why people are avoiding, your body will naturally tap into your muscles for energy. So this is why nutrition is very key, and why most people get everything wrong when it comes down to, and what I got wrong for the first 4 years of my fitness career is because I gave 100% of my attention to strength training and resistance training. I didn't focus on nutrition. I didn't focus on how much I was eating, what I was eating, etc. I was just, I'm going to go lift weights, I'm going to go lift heavy, and I'm going to look like, I don't know, Arnold Schwarzenegger, because that was back in the day my goal. But obviously this didn't happen. I just ended up getting fat. Because yes, even if you do lift weights and you overconsume calories, you will get fat. So you might be asking, okay, you told me what not to do. Matthew, please tell me what I should be doing now, because you've got me interested and I want to know what to do now. So, listen up. What you should be doing instead: mix high intensity interval training and strength training. So, high intensity training, what is that? High intensity training is short amount of burst, put out energy with pause and rests in between. For example, I started this year, my New Year's resolution 2025, starting to do sprints, because before I wasn't doing any HIIT training. All I was doing was strength training and walking, and then a little bit of Stairmaster at the end of 2024, but that was just to get in more steps. Now I'm living in Europe and I'm walking 10,000 steps every day minimum. So incorporate HIIT 2 to 3 times per week for efficient fat burning without excessive time commitment. Pair it with strength training to preserve and build lean muscle. So that's the first thing. You can, I don't know, Google what kind of HIIT training should I be doing and incorporate this into your routine, because it's very beneficial. And if you would like me to build you a routine, build you a program, and you want to be coached one-on-one with me, hit the first link in the bio. What else you should be doing? Number 2, focus on nutrition first. Like I said, nutrition makes up 80% of your physique. How you look, how you feel, how you perform, etc. Focus on the nutrition. Maintain a consistent calorie deficit with a balanced diet rich in protein to fuel your workouts and prevent muscle loss. Because like I mentioned, the last thing you want to be is a broomstick once you cut down, someone who just sees their bones, has no muscle, or best case scenario is skinny fat. Actually, I don't know. That's a good thing to talk about. What's better, being skinny fat or just being skinny? Anyway, I would rather not be both, so just strength train, period. And lastly, use cardio strategically. Treat cardio as a tool to contemplate, not replace. Strength training and nutrition, use it to increase calorie burn without overdoing it. Aim for 2 to 4 sessions of varied intensity per week. Like I mentioned, it's important, especially whether you're bulking or cutting, to include cardio. But since this video is more for those people looking to lose fat, remember, you can easily overeat your calories if you don't understand what you're putting into your body. I said this before and I'm going to say it again. Just because you burn 300 to 500 calories doing cardio does not allow you to eat 300 to 500 calories post cardio. 300 to 500 calories extra. You know, just because you did your cardio doesn't allow you to go to McDonald's and go buy that ice cream sundae. Wait for your cheat meals, your specific desired cheat days and meals, and then allow yourself. This will take your progress a lot further, and you will see the results a lot quicker. If you found this valuable, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'm going to leave you like I always do. Create more than you consume, serve others, love everyone. Peace.